To you all, how are you all doing? Um, Today I'll be showing you how to build a football game. Without wasting much of our time, right click here, delete it, then I'll move down to my sprite. I'll click on my circle while I draw a big circle here. I can draw my big circle first. After drawing the circle, come down here. You can decide to click outside first, then draw another circle here. After drawing the circle, just press your Ctrl C, Ctrl V. You drag it and drop it here. Then you move down to your paint bucket. Move down to your paint bucket while you click on color red. I'll give it color red. Then go back to your color white. Give the eyes color white. Then move down to your shrink. Shrink it a bit, make it smaller. You make it smaller. Then after making it smaller, you go back to your script. Click on your script, then you start running your code. Move down to event when flag clicked. Then the next thing you put there will now be data. Make a variable, then type red speed x. Click on your OK. You have it there. Go back there again. Red speed y. Red speed y. Click on your OK. Then you move down there and click on your set. Give it x. Go back there again. Put in your set red speed y. So after applying your set SPY, then the next stage will now be you go to your motion. Click on motion. I don't need it. Click on your motion. Then once you're on your motion, go to X and Y. Drag that in. Change this to minus let's say 177. Then give this other side 0. So after giving it 0, move down to your control, bring in your forever code. After bringing in your forever code, then you go back to your point towards, let's see it on the motion, point towards, drag it and drop it here. Point towards, then you go back to your control and give it if, dragging your if here, move that to your sensing and give it key space. Move down here and give it let's give it W first. Let's give that W. Then after giving it W, then you move down to your change. I'll get that under data. Change speed, change red speed Y to 0.6. 2.6. After changing it to 0.6, you go back to your control again. Click on your control, move down to your if, drop it here. So after dropping it, you move down to your sensing again, bring in your keys press, change that to let's change it to X. Let's change that to X. Let's go down. Then move down and change it to X. While you move down to your data again, change speed Y. Then this time around it's going to be minus 0.6 minus 0.6. Go back to your control again. If, bring it in and drop it there. So after dropping it there, move down to your sensing. Come down here, bring it in, strike it here. Then move down to your more effect. While you give that A, let's give it A. Then move down to your control. No, move down to your data rather. Then you come down to your change. This time around is going to be X. While you give it minus 0.6. After changing that to minus 0.6, then you move down to your control. If go to your sensing, give it key press. I can change that key press to G. I want it to be G this time around. Then after giving it G, then move down to your data again, bring in your change. This time around is going to be X. Then you give that 0.6 as well. You give it 0.6 as well. So after giving it 0.6, now look at the next thing that we'll be doing here. The next thing that we are going to do here will be to go to your change X. let's see that under motion. I will look for my change x. This is my changes. I'll bring it and drop it here. Change x by what? By go to data, then you bring in your x. Change x by red speed x. Go back to your motion again. Change y. That's what you are going to be using this time around. Change y. Drop it here to your data. Then you move down to your red speed y. Drop your red speed y there. So after dropping your red speed y, then this time around you go back to your data. Then once in your data, you bring in your set speed. Bring your set speed while you drop it here. Then you go back to your operator. Move down to operator and give it multiplier. Get your multiplier here. Stick it here. Exactly. So this will be y. Then you go back to your data again while you bring in your red speed y. Red speed y. Drop it there. Then you come down here. Give this side. Let's give it 0.6. 0.6. Exactly. You can go back to your set again, drop it here, or you can just duplicate that. You can duplicate it. If you don't look at, just come down here, just move down here. You don't want to stress yourself too much. Just say duplicate while you drop it here. Right click here, then you say duplicate. Then here you change it to you change this side to x. Then this side, just right click on it, then you say x. Then this will be 0.6 exactly. It will change it automatically for you. So after doing that, let's see how it's gonna move. Let's see how it's gonna move. So you can see it moving to and fro. You can see the way it's moving to and fro. Can you see it? But it's my mind that is controlling it, which simply means we have to move to the next stage. Are you with me? Yes, everybody is right here with Mr. Noah. Now the next stage is to move down to my ball. I will move down to my spine again, my paint new sprite. While I click on this circle, I will draw a ball there. Oh, don't forget to change it to black. And I think I've done something wrong there. I will select all what I have here while I click on my delete. Then I'll move down to my black, click on your circle while you draw a circle here. I think it's still there. I can delete it. I don't want it. Click on your circle and draw your ball there. So that is your ball. After drawing your ball, just click outside. Then you move down to your shrink to make it smaller. The ball is too big. You can make it smaller. You can make the ball smaller. Or rather, I want to give you something that will be more interesting than this. I can move back down and delete it. While I move back here, click on your circle, increase the width of that ball. Then you draw your ball here. Yes, I think I like this. So after putting that there, I can still make it bigger than that by moving down here to grow. Click on it to grow it. You can grow your ball to make it bigger than that. Then after doing that, you give this particular ball, which is our sprite 2, you script, give it a code. Now the first code that I'll put in there will be, the first code I'll put in for my ball, we have to learn how to think deep. We have to learn how to think what? How to think deep. The first thing I'll put in there will be event. When flag click, you drop it here. After dropping that there, then you go back to your motion, go to X and Y, drop it here. So this side will be 0. This side too will be 0. So after giving it 0, 0, then you move down to your let's move down to our control. Then we have forever. Bring in your forever, drop it there. So once you have your forever, then you move down to your if. This is my if over here. Drop it here. So after dropping that, if it is touching, you get another sensing. If it is touching, yeah, this is it. I'll bring it and drop it here. While I move down to, if it is touch sprite 1, if it's touching that ball, you should kick the ball. That's what it's telling you. Then move down to your broadcast. We get out under event, broadcast. Under event, I'll move down here. This is my broadcast here. I'll bring it in. Then while I move down to the button here, I'll give it a new name. Give it a new name. And the new name we want to give it is red point. Red point. That is the name that I'm giving it. Red point. After giving it a red point, click on your OK. It will drop it there. So you drag it while you stick it in here. So after sticking it there, the next thing I'll be putting there will be my data. Set. I'll bring in my set. I'll drop my set here. I'll drop it here. Set what? Set ball direction. Set ball direction. That's what I want to put there. Set ball direction. Now set ball direction is what I'm going to put there. And let's throw it down. So I will see that we are in sprite 2. Then you move down here. Just drop this here. Now I'll give this side. Go back to your data. While you make a variable, your variable will be ball direction. Ball direction. Your variable will be ball direction. Click on OK. Then you bring in your ball direction. Just bring in your ball direction from here. Drop it here. Drop your ball direction. No, sorry for that mistake. You come down, you just click on this button right here. Then you click on your ball direction. Then after clicking on your ball direction, you go back to your sensing. Click on your sensing while you move down to your move down to distance. You're looking for distance of yes, I've seen that. Distance of, I'll bring it here and drop it here. Distance of, just throw it here so I can see what you're doing. Distance of sprite 1. Distance of sprite 1. Distance of, that is, set ball direction to distance to sprite 1. Set ball direction to distance of sprite 1. So after doing that, or we can rather use this instead of using that. I can rather use this as well. You can use any one that you want, okay? But I think I'm okay with this. Then the next thing will be for you to go down to your point direction. You move down to your point direction. You get your point direction under motion. Click on motion. Then you have your point direction here. Drag it and drop it in here. Drop it here. After dropping it, then you go back to your data. Click on data while you bring in your ball direction. Bring in your ball direction, stick it here. So after putting that there, then the next thing I'll be doing here is to set ball speed. I'll click on my data while I move down to set ball speed. Set ball speed. I will drop it here. Set ball speed to what? To 10. Let's set it to 10. Let's set it to 10. Let's set it to 10 first and see how it's going to look like. Then after setting that, the next thing I will have to do, I don't need to stress myself. I worked out the first ball 4, but there's something we didn't put there. Ball normally bounce, isn't it? So we're supposed to put bouncing command there, which I will get under motion. I will go to my bounce. If on edge bounce, I'll drag it. Let's see where we can put it. Let's put it here. If on edge bounce, don't forget to put that. If on edge bounce, let's see the way it's going to look like. Let's change the sprite 1 right here. Don't forget I said you change the sprite 2. So you move down here and let's see how it's going to look like. By the time I move it, I have W, I have A, you see, I have X, then I have G. So it's moving perfectly well the way we wanted it to move. Then go back here, click here. Now what we need to do here as well, which we need to make correction of. So we need to make correction of this. I think this is not playing the ball. So you come down here, remove this. We got that on the sensing. You return it to sensing. let's make use of the other one. Let's use this. Let's use this. Let's use this. While I bring it in, then I'll stick it here. Stick it there. Then the command will be like this. Set ball direction to distance sprite 1. So once we have the command like this, it's going to be playing the ball to sprite 1. I hope this part is understood. Then after doing that, let's see how it's going to look like first before we proceed. So which simply means my W. Oh, let me flag it. When flag click, don't forget, flag it. It will be W. Then it will be A. Bam. So it will play the ball like that. Can you see it? So I think this command is perfect than the other one I would choose. Then after doing that, the next thing that I'll be doing here is to move back and create my second player. Is to create my second player. And how do I do that? I'll move back to my sprite right here, click here, then go back there again, or you can just come down here. If you don't want to stress yourself too much, just right click on it, then you say duplicate. It will duplicate it there for you. So that means I don't need this. Just delete this. I don't want to stress myself too much. So once you have it there, click here, then you convert that player to give it another jersey color. I can give it jersey color blue. Click on that. You give it another jersey color. So we have it there. So after doing that, the next thing is to run your script. Your script is there already because I actually duplicate. So what I will just be doing here is just to change this. I will have to change this first. I will change it to, let's see, I will have to change that to 170. It will be 170. That means this is supposed to be minus 170. Minus 1, player 1 supposed to be 170. While player 2 will be 170. Is that clear? Then the next thing I'll be doing here is just to change this command. I will just have to change the command to the normal way it ought to be, which simply means this will be I will use instead of using W, I can use up arrow key. While I change that to still be the way it is, then this, yes, I will have to go back to my data. Then I will say make variable. This time around it will not be red, it will be blue. It will be blue speed X. While I click on OK, I will go back there again. Blue speed Y. While you click on your OK, then here instead of giving it red, I will click on that while I give it blue speed Y. Then this side will still be the way it is. The second side here, I can change it to down arrow key. Let's give it down arrow key. While I change the command here to blue speed Y, then here I can give it. Let's give it left arrow key. Let's give it left arrow key, which simply means this side will be blue X. Then I'll move back here again. Click on this side, which simply means that this side will be let's say right. Then it will be blue speed X. Is that clear? Very, very easy. Then here it will no longer be, I can right click on it while I change it to blue speed X. Then right click here, blue speed Y. Then here also I will change it to blue speed Y. While here I'll just right click, give it blue speed Y. Click here, it will be blue speed X. Right click here, it will be blue speed X. So you have it in there. Is that clear? So you have that. So that is what we just changed there. So after changing it, this side as well, you change it to blue. It's not red, it is blue. Change it to blue as well. So anywhere you have blue here, anywhere you have red here, you change it to what? You change it to blue. Simple as ABC. So after doing that, you don't need to stress yourself too much here. So after doing that, after adjusting all this, then move back to your ball. Click on your ball. From here, just right click from, look at where my mouse is. Right click from here and you see duplicate. Once you duplicate it, once you duplicate that, once you duplicate that, then you come down here. Let's drop it here. I will drop it here. Look at where I'm dropping mine. Just drop it there. Then anywhere you have red, change it to blue. Give it a new name. So it will be, so this will be blue point. It will be blue point. It's no more red point, but blue point. Change it to blue point. Right click on your OK. Then here you have your ball direction correct. That side will be your ball direction. So you can see scroll it down. Then this side will be ball 3, ball 3, or you can give it ball 4. Since we deleted 3, so you can give it ball 4. Then you come down here. You have this perfect. Is that clear? So this is perfect the way it is. So after you're sure that it is perfect, then the next thing you have to do is to move. Click on motion. Move how many steps? Drop it here. Look at where I'm dropping it. Drop it here. Then move down to your data. Move ball speed. Let's look for our move ball speed. Our move ball speed is here, which simply means that we have to create another data for that. Move ball speed. Make a variable. Ball speed. Click on your OK. Then you drag in your ball speed here. Where's my ball? Ball speed. Drag it and drop it here. Move ball speed steps. Exactly, that means you should play the ball speed to the direction that is okay for it. Okay, so after doing that, the next thing I will do here is to move back to my data. I'm on data. Then I will get my set ball speed. I will drop it here. I'll drop my set ball speed there. Once I drop my set ball speed there, I will move down to my operator. While I give it multiplier, I will give it multiplier. I drop it here. I'll get my operator multiplier. I will drop it here. So once I drop it there, this side I will give it to data. Go back to data. Then give it ball speed. Set ball speed to ball speed times 0. Move down to your ball speed. Drag it and drop it here. So after dragging it and dropping it there, just drag it to this side. Then this side, you give this side 0.09, 0.0, let's give it 95, 0.95. You give that 0.95. So after giving it 0.95, now let us play our game. Let's see how the blue also looks like. Maybe the blue also will play the way the red played. Let's flag our game. Let's flag it. So I flagged my game. Move forward. Move forward. Is moving around the ball, which simply means that our code is not yet completed for the. Okay, we've seen where the issue lies. We need to click on your point 1. While you click on point towards point 4, then you go back to your point 4, then you change it to click towards point 1. That you should click toward each of the point. So let us see how it works. Let's see how it works. You move your arrow key, bring it down, then you play it, is still not clicking. So that means that something is. But let us see the red. Maybe the red is going to kick the ball. Let's go back there, then we know where the issue lies. Just play it. You can see that the red is playing the ball. You can see that the red is playing the ball. Can you see? You can see that the red is playing the ball. Then you can go back there to correct that. You can go back there and correct that later. Okay, Now let's change this because they are moving to the same direction. Let's change it to 0.5. Let's change that to 0.5. I don't want them to move on the same direction. Let's change it to 0.5 and let's see where other issue lies. So let's see how we can correct that. Then here, let's go back to our spine right here and change this. Let's change this to XX. Blue speed X. Right click on it. Blue speed X. Move down here, change it to blue speed Y. Right click on it. Blue speed Y. So after doing that, let's see where another issue line. Let's see, maybe it's going to obey the command this time around. It's still not clicking the ball, so that means that something is wrong somewhere. We need to I think where the issue lies is on the ball. Let's click on the ball, then let's check it one after the other, where check where the problem lies. Oh, I've seen where the problem. So we need to change this. We need to change it to sprite 4. This also will be sprite 4. So we change those two to sprite 4, sprite 4. So now let's see. Our ball player is going to click the ball. Let's flag it. Our player will click the ball now. Let's flag it and play. So you can see that it's playing the ball now. So that's where the problem lies. Okay, you have to be very, very careful and look at your game very, very well. So you can see that it's playing the ball. It's now playing the ball. It's finished playing the ball. So let's see why. Move forward, move downward. So this also, we have to move and play the ball. So you can see now. So then, but there's one more command we need to input there. We need to input a command there. There's one more code we need to put there. And the code states that you move down to your script. You're on script already. Then move down to your control. Click on control. Once you're on control, then you look for when I receive. When I receive, let's drag down to check that. Okay, this is it. When I receive, bring it in and drop it here. You can make that look smaller a bit. Just minus it. When I receive what? When I receive blue points. Let's make it big a little bit. When I receive blue point. Oops. When I receive blue point, just drag it here. We made adjustment there. We need to correct the adjustment, which simply means my adjustment should be here. When I receive blue point, exactly. Then move down to your data, set. Bring in your set, stick it here. Blue speed Y. Let's give it blue speed Y first. Blue speed Y. Let's give it blue speed Y. Then after giving it blue speed Y, we have to give that blue speed Y. Then you move down to this side. You can leave it at 0. Leave it at 0. Go back there again. Then you bring in your set blue speed X. Just drop it there. Set blue speed. Am I on blue speed or red speed? Yeah, we're on red speed. Sorry for that. Set red speed. Then this side too will be red speed Y. Set red speed Y. Set blue speed X. Exactly. Then you can just duplicate the right click, duplicate. Then you drop it here. Click on this side. You have it here. Drag it to this side. You don't need to distress yourself too much about that. Just right click, then you delete. Come down here, blue speed is still the same thing. So this side will be when on blue point, come down here and change it to blue speed Y, blue speed X. I will have to go back to my number one and change that to red speed. I think we left it in blue speed. Change this side to red speed. So this is the code. Then you come down here. Let's enjoy our game a bit and see how it would look like. Let's enjoy our game a little bit. So you can see it's playing. Now my red speed also should come downward. My red speed also should come downward. My red speed also should click the ball. I think we've changed the command there. Yeah, we've changed the command there. Our mistake. We have to correct that. We have to correct that. There's where I want him to move. You have to correct this. The mistake lies here. So we need to correct this. Exactly. So this is where our mistake lies. Just bring it out. Bring it also out. Bring this to this side. Y on Y. X on X. So you correct that. So after doing that, then you bring out your ball. Bring out your ball. X. X. Then A. A is playing the ball now. So A, we have to kick the ball. Then we move down so they will start fighting for the ball like that. So that is how to build our football. Now I'm going to teach you the part 2 of this topic. Just get ready for the part 2. The part 2 will make many players, about 5 players for blue, 5 players for red, and we'll make the field also, the goalpost and everything. I do hope you have a wonderful time. Build yours also and send it to YouTube. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.